What's up, guys? That was so weird. I was having this dream. I was watching this horror movie. I got about 15, 20 minutes into it. It just wasn't very good at all. It was kind of slow getting going, a little boring, not very entertaining. So unentertaining, in fact, it made me want to. Oh my God, that was the weirdest thing ever. I was watching this movie. The first 15 to 20 minutes were so bad that I didn't know what to do with myself. I remember I shot myself in the head, and then something happened. Everything got reversed. I watched the movie again all the way through. The last 70 minutes or so were much better than the first 20, and it actually made for a pretty enjoyable experience. What's up, guys? Willie Renshaw here with another review. Hope you enjoyed that little skit. Today I'm going to be talking about Happy Death Day, directed by Christopher Landon and starring Jessica Rothe. This movie's about a girl named Tree who gets murdered, and she keeps reliving the day she's murdered over and over again, and each time she relives the day, she tries to figure out who is responsible for her death. I'm not the biggest fan of horror movies. I think it's pretty hard to find good ones out there. But this one, before I even went in to see it, I have to admit I was fairly interested in seeing it. The premise seemed interesting. The Groundhog Day idea for the horror genre, I can't think of any time that it's been done before. And I'm always interested to see new things done in film, particularly in horror movies, because in my opinion those are all fairly similar, and none of them work very well most of the time. Although I will admit, right as I bought my ticket for this movie, I saw that it was PG-13, which I didn't realize ahead of time, and that had me a little skeptical because for a movie like this, my thinking at the time was that it was going to be hard to make a slasher film enjoyable with only a PG-13 rating, but I got to admit this movie managed to do it. So the reason I think this movie worked in comparison to other horror movies is because this one didn't try to take itself too seriously. It makes fun of sorority girls almost just as much as it tries to be a horror movie, and that was funny and fun to watch. This movie also has a decent twist to it, which is nice to see in a horror movie, because in this movie the twist isn't blaringly obvious, and you kind of have to pay attention if you want to figure out what's going on before they reveal what the twist in fact is. As far as some of the things that I didn't like about this movie are, I thought it took a little bit too much time kind of trying to get going. The first 15 or 20 minutes are just kind of stupid and annoying, and that's mainly because when I was watching it I couldn't tell if the characters they were trying to make are actually genuinely that stupid, or if they're going to be mocking sorority girls and sorority culture in general, which in fact is what they're doing, and once you get to past that point, the movie gets much better. Another thing I didn't really like is they tried to add this emotional element between the main character Tree and her dad, which it was okay. I mean, it was a valiant effort to see that sort of thing done in a horror movie to try to give it a little bit of depth, but at the same time, I think for a movie like this, I would have much preferred to see another scene of Tree reliving her death day and them coming up with some kind of more creative way to have killed her. When I see my horror movies, I like to see gratuitous violence and stuff that's kind of outrageous and absurd. But that's pretty much it as far as criticisms go. Overall, this is a movie that I would recommend seeing. It's fun and enjoyable for what it is. I mean, it's obviously not going to be, you're not going to see anything extraordinary in a movie called Happy Death Day, but like I said, for what it is, this movie is fun and enjoyable enough that I would recommend seeing it. So I would give it a final score of a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, guys, I think that's all she wrote for today. Are you guys going to go out and see Happy Death Day, or did you already see it? If you did, or if you're going to go see it, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like this review, feel free to check out some of my other ones. And as always, remember to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, take care.